everybody. Here we are at the end of day 17 on the Mad Ride. We've come from Port Augusta this morning. We stopped at Port Germain for morning tea. That was lovely. Then we were at Crystal Brook for lunch. We might have ducked into the bakery to sample some of the South Australian chocolate donuts, and then we went on to Spalding through some nice rolling hills in the afternoon. And it's been nice to get here, and here we are at the Spalding Sports Complex, and we've got the evening here, and it's been a good day. We did 160 odd kilometres today. It all went pretty smoothly, and tonight for the blog we wanted to give you a little bit of a chance to say hello, or to get the support crew, some of the support crew, to say hello to you and to hear from them a little bit of what being involved in the Mad Ride has meant for them and some of their memorable experiences. And I'll start here with Ken and hear from Ken about why you wanted to get involved and what's been memorable for you, Ken.
Excuse the beard, by the way. My wife, when I get home, is going to see that comes off pretty quickly. I originally was approached by both Dave and Andrew because they knew that I'd done a ride from Perth to Sydney back in 2000, and I was very interested in the fact that they were so enthusiastic about doing something like this. Another factor was that my two grandsons were keen to ride, and that was an incentive for me to feel as though I'd like to be part of it. So I'm principally the follow-up bus driver. My job is to make sure that they arrive safely, and that's been quite tiring, but very rewarding as well.
You've been doing an excellent job of it. Memorable moments and all that for you, Ken.
Look, we talk to a lot of truck drivers. Some of them are particularly courteous and some aren't. It could not be repeated, some of the things they say about us, but
overall they've been pretty good though.
Oh yeah, they have. But you can't get out of your mind, boy oh boy, I wonder who that guy's married to. Yeah, that's probably the most memorable.
Yeah, thank you, Ken. And over here we've got Carol and Terry. And interested to hear from you guys, any things that have been memorable on the ride for you as you've been helping out? What sort of things you've been doing as well to help us?
Well, I've been helping to prepare meals. I've really struggled with getting out of bed in time to get the breakfast. Terry calls me about 4 times before I can actually get up. But usually help getting lunch and tea. Yeah, it was really tiring at first because there were only 4 couples of us at the beginning, apart from Michelle and Brett, who did most of the work. And I at first was concerned about the really young kids who were riding.
They've done a great job, haven't they?
They have amazed me, yeah. 2 13-year-olds, and they are really up and at it. Up the front in a lot of the sprints, that's the word. Up the front in a lot of the sprints. Yeah. And I've actually really enjoyed it. I've just about worn myself out, but it's been good fun.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Carol. And Terry, what's been some memorable things for you?
The most memorable, I think, that stood out was the actual start. And just a culmination of months and months of work by a lot of people, and to see Andrew lead you out on that day was great.
It was a buzz, wasn't it?
It really was.
It was.
Yeah, and it's a road we've travelled often, and the nights out on the Nullarbor were great. They're beautiful nights, and that's what I really enjoyed about it.
Yeah. Thank you, Terry, and we really appreciate you just being there, helping out with all sorts of stuff that you do. It's great.
Thank you.
And Pete Yetto is over here, and Pete's been busy at work helping keep the riders physically able to keep going day by day, as some of them have struggled with various ailments. What's been some of the memorable things that have happened for you, Pete?
Well, the most memorable thing, David and listeners, is how God's actually glorifying Himself through what's being done, and that sort of comes out as we get pulled over by people who have heard the story of this event, and they'll actually pull money out of their pockets and give it to Dave, or just give it to whoever. It's just amazing how the truth that is around this whole event is just touching people, whether they know Jesus or not, and it's touching them in their purse strings, and they feel that they love to contribute because it's just so good. It
Cool,
is
isn't
so
it?
good.
Out in the Nullarbor, a couple of drivers even just stopped in the middle of the road,
They did.
right in the middle of the road,
Yep.
with clear traffic, and stopped Graham or Ken and jumped out to give them some money. It was amazing. Yeah, thank you, Pete. Now we've got Jenny over here, and Jenny has been again doing a great job with all sorts of different things. What inspired you to get involved, and what's been memorable for you?
Well, what inspired me was when it was announced at church, and you're going to do it. And Dale and I looked at each other and thought, wow, that'd be great. Dale wanted to ride, and I thought, well, what better way to see Australia and to serve you guys.
What
So,
better way than see next to
you
Ken
know,
in the bus,
yeah,
eh?
and my bus
For hours
buddies,
watching
so-
us as we ride.
Yeah. So,
sensational.
So it's just been such a pleasure to serve the riders and just do the little bits around here and just
Yeah.
to help you guys achieve your goals.
Yeah. Now you've seen plenty of strange and amusing things. What's sticking out for you?
Well, I've seen many things, but these bush toilets, they've got a hands down, the shovel, the toilet paper, I'll leave it there.
We had one incident a couple of days ago, or yesterday, wasn't it? With one of them trotting off a long way. Tell us about that.
Well, McRae disappears, asks me for the toilet paper, and then heads off back down the road, looking for the tree. So it was like, where's McRae gone?
It wasn't 20 metres, was it?
No,
It wasn't
it was-
50.
no,
it
it
wasn't
was
100. It
Nearly
was
200, 250 metres back down the road. Put his bike down and off he went for a lovely walk. So, it's interesting being with the fellas.
You're very gracious, Jenny. You're very gracious. And Laurel and Merv over here. What caught your attention, and what's been memorable for you as you've been involved?
Well, we lived over here, and we thought it was time we came back to the west. And when they announced it at church, we thought, yes, we can do this. We can come over for a holiday for a while, and then come slowly back across the Nullarbor and back home. Yeah.
You've been an excellent help in all sorts of ways. I know Michelle has especially appreciated you there in the kitchen.
No, just doing the general dog spotty things that need to be done.
Yeah, and they do need to be done. It's been
Yeah.
good.
Keep you on the road.
Any memorable events for you?
I reckon the devotions and things that the young people have taken. I've been amazed at their depth and their keenness for the Lord. It's been great. And that they're game enough to get up and talk and share,
That's good, isn't it?
Also, the other thing that I think is fantastic is that every leg, everyone gets off and they're as chirpy as can be. There's never anyone whinging, and yet, gee, if I was riding on it, I'd be whinging every pedal.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good on you. Thank you, Laura. And Merv, anything memorable for you?
Well, like Laurel said, we used to live over in the west. We know the road pretty well. When it first come up, I thought there'd be half a dozen riders. I thought they were mad, but now they're doing it. I think we're not working our pastors hard enough because they've got plenty of energy at the end of the day. We should make more use of them. I didn't think any of them would make the full distance, but they're still pedaling. We only got 5 days to go.
Yeah.
The other thing, I thought they might get run over by a transport, so I brought 2 flashing lights, and I think without them you might have got run over.
That proved very useful. Thank you, Merv. Now it is exciting. We've only got 5 days of riding to go. There's still, I think there's 14 that have done the whole distance, and others have done a large chunk of the distance, and we're really excited with the way it's going. We appreciate all your support, sponsors up there, and those elsewhere too. Thank you for all your help, and we're excited to be able to share the journey with you. Thank you.